Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11, and this is Kathy speaking. Welcome to your Twin Flame Soulmate or Karmic Connection love reading that we do every Wednesday. And today we'll be using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, which we haven't used for quite some time. It's an amazing deck. Now I know you can't see my table clearly because that's because Gaia is closer to the camera as she's sitting up, but I want to talk to you before we take the cards. Hopefully she'll move. It's she just had a little bit to eat, so she's starting to prepare for her nap, her midday nap, as babies do. She's still a baby. She's only 6 months old, 7 months, I think. Yeah, we found her in May. She's probably an Aries. So, what am I saying? 7 months? No. Yeah, she's more than that. She must be 9 months, something like that. No biting, Gaia. Gaia, no biting. Okay. Thank you for sending through for a mini love reading. I have received your orders, and I'm going to announce it today for those who did not see that I'm giving you an opportunity for Valentine's Day, which is today's the 12th of February, so in a couple of days, as to celebrate love, just to get a fair idea of what's going on in your love life. As I'm doing mini readings through email, where I'm sending you the audio and the photo of your cards. So I've got the link beneath the video. Gaia, don't bite me, Gaia. And where the cats are going a little bit crazy today, Agapi was off her rocker, if I could use that term. We're only hours before it's like 3 hours before the full moon in Leo, which is squaring Uranus. So I sent my son to go and pay the internet, and the internet is Uranus, and their system was down. So expect these sort of surprises. The cats are losing it. They're going a little bit crazy. Gaia, you want to go and get your little toy? Mum's hands are not a mouse, okay? So go off and sleep somewhere else. Thank you very much. She doesn't usually do that. She used to do that a lot when she was a baby, but she's grown out of it. And when she's about to sleep, she will start to do things like that. If you bother her, she felt bothered. So let's go on to our love reading and see what's going on as the moon, of course, is transiting through Leo. Let me just show you that just for a moment. Here we are. No, I don't want that. Thank you very much. There is the chart. And you can see I've got 0 Aries here. You can see the sun is at 23 of Aquarius, almost 24 degrees, and the moon is opposite. As you can see, I'm doing this reading on the full moon, and there is the T-square. A T-square is a lot of pressure that is on Uranus right now, so we need to release the energy of this. It's like a volcanic eruption, and many of you know the island of Santorini has been going through a lot of tremors, and they fear a volcanic eruption there. So everyone's left that famous island, and the Greek chart is quite challenged by the stars. So it's not surprising that something like that is happening. To release this pressure, this build-up of pressure, as we know, full moons are culminations. You know, we're full of stress and anguish and anger, possibly even Mars being retrograde. We need to let off the steam on the opposite sign, towards the opposite sign, which is Scorpio. So Scorpio means change. It means going into our psyche, looking straight at our fears. Scorpio can speak to secrecy. Maybe there's pressure because there's matters that are unknown. Scorpio means endings and new beginnings, okay? So we do go into the analysis on Patreon. This is not an astrology reading, so let's go and see what's going on, as we know also that Mars is still in that square with Chiron. Mars from Cancer and Chiron in Aries. A square is never easy. We're feeling the pressure. Let's see, what is the Karma Dharma relative to your person? Some of you may be single and not thinking about someone in particular, but let's see what comes through in the reading. So what is the Karma Dharma now on this full moon in Leo? And obviously this will be affecting more so the fixed signs, so Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio and Taurus. If you've got, planets or your angles, your most important angles, so your ascendant, descendant, your midheaven and your IC, if they are there at that 24th roughly degree, give or take, I'm going to say the whole last decan of the fixed signs. So if you're born in the last third of those signs, then this full moon is important for you. Something is coming to an end. Look back to 4th of August when we had the new moon in Leo. For me, it's right on my moon. So those of you that are familiar and knowledgeable of the astrology and how it affects us, then, having a full moon on your moon, I'm sure you can interpret it in your own way. Let's see what's going on. And we've got the Hermit and Seek. So it's talking about meditation. You could see she's in a meditative mode. The Hermit is a number 9. Virgo comes through, obviously. Remember that the nodal axis now has shifted to Virgo Pisces. So we've got the South Node in Virgo. And 9s are endings. South Node means getting uncomfortable, getting out of your comfort zone, and seeing what karmic blockages, because the South Node is like a Saturnian energy. What is it that we need to release? This could also be advice. You're looking for advice from someone who's wise, a philosopher, a legal representative. It could be a doctor, because Virgo does speak to health, practical matters, our daily life, our work, our pets. Virgo rules the 6th house of the zodiac, the natural, order of the signs. As we start from Aries, the Virgo is the 6th house, which does speak to practical matters towards health. Also, acts of service, people that we collaborate with. Virgo also speaks to because Virgo is opposite to Pisces, and remember Pisces opposite, which is where the North Node is and where there's a lot going on, because we've got Neptune there, we've got the North Node, we've got Saturn. We're looking at physical, practical matters, possibly also to something that's not healthy. So it could be bad habits. It could be cycles that, emotional and physical cycles that you've been through again and again, which could be affecting your health as well. Okay, so maybe you've done too much and now you need to surrender, release, let go. Because this full moon, of course, full moons do speak to endings, culmination, but we're looking for the advice. The advice could be from within or it could be from without. We're seeking the knowledge, we're seeking the answers. We've got 2 birds, as you could see, and 2 birds do speak to relationships, right? One-on-one relationships. And what I notice here is the tree, right? And the tree could speak to a past connection, a relationship that runs deep. Its roots are very deep into the past. So it could be a past relationship, a past important connection here. But remember that 9s are endings as well. So it could be one step, because we're seeking the answers. We could be finding the answers as to why that special someone hasn't been very communicative, has been in hiding, is looking for answers, looking for advice. I mean, the Hermit could also be a lawyer, could be a doctor, could be a psychologist. Let's see what's going on with that special relationship. Now, you can comment, yes, please, but I'm not taking the usual love messages. Those who comment, yes, please, it means that they want a mini love reading, and that will be on for, and you go straight to our website through the link beneath this video. That will last for about a week, so get in quick. And this Valentine's Day isn't going to be an easy one, just letting you know, because it's too close to this full moon. We've got the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Coins, and the 2 of Wands. Choices, portals, opening, opportunities, long distance connection, choices. And if there is physical distance, obviously, you need to keep the faith. It's never easy to be in a long distance relationship. Maybe there are different beliefs with the person you're connecting with. Either that, or there are second choices. The outcome may be happiness and bliss, because the 10 of Cups, of course, speaks to, the pinnacle of happiness, but also speaks to a family connection where there are second choices, because obviously there could be financial matters pertaining to my beliefs versus your beliefs. Someone may have made a choice relative to family, mother and child. I don't know, it could be someone that's very close and connected to their mother, took the wrong advice, because the 10 of Cups could also be extended family, right? But remember also that the 10 of Cups is it's an ending, because 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment. 10 of Cups is like that, the restart relative to a new beginning, because 10s turn into aces. Let's see what's going on. Let's take a Celtic cross as to what's going on relative to love around this time. This could be a timeless reading as well, so whenever you view it, maybe the message is important for you. And of course, liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. You're sharing your energy with this tribe, with this reading, so you may receive a message particularly for you and your own personal situation. It does help. Let's go. Dear Spirit, please guide. We've got the star, so Aquarius. Aquarius is where the sun is now. Something may be coming to light, I suppose. The internet, right? 11th house. Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius. This is a card of hope, healing, but also a wish fulfillment that could be possibly at a future, in the distant future, or physically at a distance, because you could be communicating through social media. Remember, Aquarius is the ingenious mind. It's coming up with bright ideas, but it also speaks to logic. Or having that bird's eye view of, what's going on, having that higher perspective of what's going on. Maybe Uranus, which does rule Aquarius and is in that T-square with the full moon, maybe suddenly there could be a wish fulfillment. There could be some news that could be quite promising. What is the challenge? The 4 of Cups, missed opportunities. This is Mars in Scorpio, which does speak to, of course, Mars in Scorpio. Mars rules Scorpio, and Scorpio is intimacy, emotional, sexual, physical, right? 5 of Cups is like, looking at the past, something didn't go well. 5 of Cups is, I need to get over what happened in the past. This could also be someone that hasn't had an intimate life, let's say. Someone that emotionally could be going through big changes, but it's not easy. It's not easy. Remember, Mars is in Cancer now. So I'm wondering if you're not dealing with a Scorpio. I mean, we've got Scorpio and Aquarius here, which are fixed signs, and fixed signs are quite stubborn. They don't like change. They don't go easily towards change. So they need to be pushed to making the changes. This could be fear of being intimate emotionally about someone's emotional loss. Because look, we see here that she's crying over those 3 cups that have spilt. But behind her are the 2 of cups, which she's not focusing on. So there's something, and Scorpio could also be money that comes through from a partner, from other sources. So your person could have put love on the back burner, crying over something that once was going well. It could even be could be even connected to business. So maybe they're not looking at love right now. And maybe this could be a sign of weakness, that, something didn't go well, and I don't know if I can share that with you. Let's see where this relationship is coming from. We've got the 3 of Cups. So in the past there was celebration, but possibly also third parties, other people involved. If not a third party, it could be a mother, a friend, whoever. Because 3 of Cups could be siblings, they could be friends that are playing a certain role. As to these 3 cups having been spilt, we see that the seed, though, because the 3 of Cups is also reconciliation. Some of you may have been, in cycles, reconciling, then breaking off again, or they're going into hiding again, So we see a fair bit of water here. We've got Cancer, we've got Scorpio. In the recent past, what's going on? And, this is Mercury in Cancer. Someone, Mercury loves to be in air and fire, okay? In Cancer, Mercury can get a little bit emotional, but also this could be someone that doesn't talk a lot about their emotions. They keep them bottled up. And Mercury can also be a child. Cancer is the mother. So possible things that your person may be in mourning about. Again, the mother and child comes up. But also, if there isn't an issue with mother and child, then it's someone that can't speak about their personal life. It's not easy for them to open up emotionally. Recent past, we've got the 8 of Coins, Virgo, Sun in Virgo. Someone that works a lot. Someone that's thrown themselves into work because emotionally they're not happy. Or someone that's doing their detective work. Virgo is very much about the details. And some of you may be connected through work as well. Let's see what is crowning. What is crowning? Which is a very important position, plus also possibly what's on your mind or the person that you're connecting with. We've got 9 of Wands. Emotionally, this is Moon in Sag. Emotionally, 9 of Wands. It's someone that's quite bogged down. They've been hurt. They've been put through the ringer. They've been working a lot, possibly. This could also be someone that possibly travels a lot for work, but also someone that's put up a wall. They've put up a wall. It's like you're feeling as though they're not letting you in. They're dealing with their own stuff. Maybe that's why they're not open. And there's distrust here because obviously this person has been through a lot. So they've got a they've got an eye that, looking at the situation as, I've been through so much now. What can I offer you? I've been through a lot. I'm going through endings. I've got a lot on my plate. It feels like a wild animal. They feel like they're a wild animal right now, ready to snap. Because remember, it's not an easy full moon that we're reading right now. What's showing up in the near future? We've got the strength. It could be inner strength. It could be the strength to hold someone's anger back. It could be strength that someone needs to be bold and courageous, because this is a full moon in Leo, right? Full moon in Leo. Leo wants to play. Leo is all about the heart. Leo is confidence. It's leadership. But I do see a wounded lion, because the strength card is like, I'm digging deep. Looking for the strength, looking for the confidence. Either that, or we could be talking about secret admirers here. Someone that fears emotionally, and you probably, you out there probably don't know that someone's holding back on their emotions. Maybe someone who fears trusting again, even though they still need to go, and they may be going through some process of healing. And this full moon could really bring out some result. Because yes, with Uranus in a square to the moon and to the sun is the ego, the sun is happiness, it's, what can't be contained, what will be shown, and the moon is our psyche, what's in our soul, what's going on in our personal private life. So, Uranus can bring surprises, challenging, or even surprising, wonderful results. It depends on your personal journey. Let's see what's going on in the position of you and all this connection. We've got the Three of Swords, so there has been hurt. Saturn in Libra. There has been hurt. And Libra's relationship, Saturn could be blockages within an equal relationship, and Three of Swords could also speak to that there's been hurt either from your side or from their side, involving others, or both of you, because this could be a relationship where you're mirroring each other. And Libra obviously speaks to legalities, can speak to peace, and opposite is Aries, which is war. So peace and war, needing to find peace, we need to go to war. Where there have been blockages of, because Saturn is the taskmaster and he's the law. Needing to abide by the rules, needing to go through a legal situation possibly as well, dealings with the law. Because Three of Swords is a broken heart. It is hard. Or someone needing to break the rules and not be going, not being in that conservative, I must do things in this way. Because Leo is heart. We need to follow our heart. And of course, Leo speaks to passion. Creativity, aspiring to lead, to create, to give birth to something. But something needs to be seen and will be seen. And it's going to be seen, and it's going to, something is going to come to a final culmination very suddenly. And remember that, in a couple of weeks, we've got Mars that's going to turn retrograde, and then he's going to start to move forward. We do want Mars back in Leo, because Mars has been retrograding from Cancer to Leo. So, Mars is the masculine. We hold masculine within us, but it could also be a certain masculine figure in your life where there's a lot of frustration or needing to go back, deal with family issues, issues that are coming up relative to the past, anything to do with property or where you reside, so on and so forth as well. Let's see the position of your person or your environment, let's say. And we've got the Six of Coins. This is Moon in Taurus. Taurus is a fixed earth sign. And Six of Pentacles for me is a very karmic card. Of course, Libra comes through. But because of the scales, yes, Libra. But it is, of course, it's a Taurus earth card. And the moon loves and is exalted in Taurus. Taurus needs security, financial security, of course. And Uranus, of course, is in Taurus, squaring off to this full moon. Squaring to the full moon and squaring to the sun. So it feels like there could be, because this is like an offering. Can you see that he is offering? What he's got in his hands here is Libra. It's the scales. So it does speak to, speaks to justice. It speaks to legalities. It speaks to a peace offering, right? Or even karmic payback if they're going through possible separation or divorce. It doesn't have to be. We could be talking about someone who's just living, with someone. We don't have to go through legalities all the time or a legal separation. It could be just an agreement that we don't get on, let's say. And this is a card of, it could be your person. They've been giving elsewhere and not to your relationship. Or they need to pay back some money. Money could be for alimony, it could be a divorce settlement, or it could be that your person is going through a realization that they've been unjust with you and your relationship, or that they've been investing themselves in the wrong relationship. So let's see what is in your hopes and fears, or what's on their mind. We've got the Lovers. So there must be a third party for many of you. For those of you that there isn't another relationship, what's on their mind is that you are probably the most important relationship in their life, that you're their twin flame, or that you have got another partner. That could be also, they could be hoping also if they are single and you are in another connection, they could be hoping that they will be the choice that you are going to make. So you can flip the story as well. Or you're hoping that you will be the chosen one because it's in your hopes and fears. And you're fearing that they may not choose you as well. And we've got Gemini here. Of course, Gemini, remember, is the twins. And that's where Jupiter has now turned direct. Jupiter is about expansion, growth, lots of communication, lots of travel, short distance, possibly long distance as well. Lots of truths. And the Lovers is a 6, of course. 6 means balance. We've got a couple of 6s here, which is great to see. What is the possible outcome, dear Spirit? What is the possible outcome? And we've got the Queen of Swords. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, I suppose. Libra comes through quite a bit, and it's interesting that Libra, of course, is where the South Node was passing through, and we've got a forthcoming eclipse that's going to be affecting, of course, Libra, Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn. So the cardinal signs are still not out of the woods. We know that the Queen of Swords is usually very fair and just. And Queen of Swords, she wants peace, she wants equality, but she's also doing a lot of clearing, a lot of speaking her truth. And this could also be a decision that's made. A decision to clear things up, to clear the air, to be totally truthful. And remember what I said, Libra is all about balance and equality. So even though, I mean, Libra is peace, tranquility, opposite is Aries. So Venus now has entered Aries, which is, she's in the house of Mars. So she takes on that role where she's going to be much stronger. She's going to go to war to find peace. To me, it's like a clearing up of the slate, clearing things out, having those important conversations, because we're coming to an end. We're seeing what we need to do, whether to stay or whether to leave and to abort, to stay in a situation or to abort. Very important decisions, a lot of clarity, which may be difficult, okay, because the sword is a double-edged sword. What's at the foundation? We've got a King of Coins. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, usually my Taurus card, and they're the Hermit. So we've got the Hermit twice. Virgo, a lot of earth here. Virgo comes through, Taurus comes through. Capricorn, not so much as of yet. We've also got strong air, Libra more so, Leo. Aquarius is very strong here. Gemini. And, of course, we've spoken about other signs. Sagittarius comes through a bit. Scorpio, as I said, Cancer. Anyway, so we've got a lot. We've got a lot of signs that are showing up. What's going on here? We've got the Ten of Swords and the Hermit. So a difficult ending that this King of Coins has been going through. And they're seeking advice. They're seeking healing. Maybe this King of Coins has gone through a spiritual awakening. A difficult dark night of the soul. Obviously, this is Sun in Gemini. Yeah. Gemini is all about decisions, needing to choose. Unless this is a King of Coins that's dealing with a Gemini, another partnership. Now, Gemini is decisions. Remember, Gemini, the good with Gemini is that they're very curious. They're all about learning. Yes, they're very helpful. They multitask. They're very intelligent, very logical, but sometimes they can double play, right? They could twist the truth sometimes, not to hurt usually. I know that they're usually very good people, so I've got lots of Gemini friends. They are chatterboxes. They love to talk. They love to share what's on their mind. But sometimes they may have trouble making a decision because they're looking at too many options, right? And we've got the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Jesus. A very heavy burden relative to this King of Coins, this is the minor arcana of the Emperor. This is a father, this is a boss, this is an entrepreneur, this is someone that takes their sweet old time, this is someone that holds many responsibilities. Let's see what the romance angels tell us. So we will take another layer. You know, Queen of Swords doesn't have to be another partner. It could be a magistrate. It could be a lawyer. Could be someone who's advising. Yes, it could be a doctor, of course. She could be a doctor. But remember that the Queen of Swords is usually someone that's in separation mode, or she's someone that hasn't had it easy. So she looks at things from a very cold, logical standpoint. Let's see. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And you deserve love. This is the arrow of Cupid. It's like someone is I don't know, it's either you targeting your person, or I'm going to say also it could be Cupid that has hit you with this poisonous arrow and you cannot fall out of love. But we see that there's an X here. Now, keep an open mind to me brings up that Sagittarian energy where, you know, an open mind means not only Sag, but also Aquarius, because they cannot be put in a box. They need their freedom. They see things from a very different perspective. So someone that thinks differently, thinks out of the box, let's say. Finances and career could also be an issue in one's love life. And we've got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Some of you may be staying in staying with an ex because of finances. Obviously. We see the soulmate that you need to keep an open mind with, or maybe you're more conservative, they're more open-minded, that they're showing up before the release your ex, you see? Let's take another one on that and make the effort. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it looks like there will be more communication, more return on, you know, whether it's communication or, you know, even the work that's being put in, because relationships do ask for work and the work needs to be equal from both sides. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's Leo energy. So I see that there has been a little bit of play, a little bit of risk taking here. So the word reveal, revelations, to me speaks very loudly here. And the revelation may be that someone is ready to make the effort because they've realized that this is great love. Now, the children can also speak to people that have got children, or it can bring up, you know, a connection from a past lifetime. You've known each other since you were kids, or you feel like soulmates, possibly. We also have the twin flame energy here. So it's different for each of you, of course. I want to take another layer before we go to the Lenormand. Dear Spirit, please guide us. Why do we have the star? What is the star and the Five of Cups all about? Remember, with Mars retrograding until the 23rd of the month, we need to sort of deal with matters pertaining to the past, but then get over that fork in the road and move forward and not get stuck in the past, right? So that could be what this potential wish fulfillment or what you're hoping for is about, or what will be communicated, that there's still things relative to the past that could be blocking this wish fulfillment, this forward momentum and leap into the future. Yeah, someone needs to keep the faith. It could be family issues. We've got Taurus here again. Interesting. Aquarius is Uranus, and Taurus is where Uranus is, and this full moon, of course, is being squared from the sign of Taurus. So a lot of fixed energies. And this is the marriage card. This is conservatism. This is someone holding a position of power. Think of the Hierophant. It speaks to a spiritual connection, but it could also be someone that is that go-to person, even where business is concerned, because the Hierophant is like the boss, the CEO. So someone who's possibly got a lot on their plate, a responsible position, very responsible with lots of heaviness and lots of things to do. It could be a leader within a family, right? And when I say leader in a family, it could be with someone's family of origin. So they hold the most important position, therefore lots of responsibilities. It could be someone, because Taurus is fixed earth, so change doesn't come easy. But this is also the marriage card. It is the commitment card. And remember, it's a 5, and 5s do speak to change. Let's see what's crowning with that 9 of Wands and 9 of Swords. Lots of 9s. We've got the Hermit, 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords. Lots of, because this is Gemini, Mars in Gemini, lots of mutable energies which do speak to change. And we're going to have the eclipses also. We've already had an eclipse last September, which was the first eclipse for the mutable signs, so on the axis Pisces and Virgo. But remember that Gemini and Sagittarius are also affected by the mutable eclipses, and we've got a mutable eclipse just ahead of us in March. So there's a lot of worry, a lot of heaviness. What's that about? And we've got the Magician. So how am I going to manage a situation? How do I have this new beginning? Or remember, the Magician is Virgo, Gemini. How can I pull a rabbit out of a hat? How can I manage this situation? And there's also distrust, possibly because of trickery. Remember, Gemini could be, I'm twisting a story, little white lies, or difficult decisions. The Magician is an ace. So we could be talking about someone that has got the ability to make magic, but they've been through a lot. And maybe they don't trust easily. So this is someone that needs to perform a miracle. Let me just jot that down. Now, I don't know if this is your person or this is you thinking that I need a miracle, right? I need a miracle with what's going on around about now. Let's see what that 3 of Cups is. We've got the Hanging Man. So Pisces and the Hanging Man, of course. The Hanging Man is like a closing up of a cycle. It's, to me, the Hanging Man with the 3 of Cups is like a secret love affair, third parties. And usually third parties do enter, my dear friends, when there's been sacrifice only from one side, someone's been used and abused, where they've given love unconditionally and it was not returned. There are many, many reasons. But this is like a, the beginning to an end, I would say. And the beginning to an end could have started with a lot of happiness. So maybe in the deep past, having met this person, having connected with this person, maybe that was the beginning of the end. And we've got Neptune, my dear friends, at the last degrees. Neptune on the 30th of March is going to enter Aries. So maybe this is also pointing us back to 2011 and 2012, because this is the deep past, right? Maybe when Neptune entered Pisces, its home sign, maybe that was the beginning of the end for a particular chapter in your life, possibly also your person. I want to take one more on that Hierophant. We've got the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is an opportune moment. It is, I desire this. I truly desire this opportunity. I desire to connect, but I'm blocked by my religion, my beliefs, my contract, whatever that is, work or marriage, commitment. So my desires are in the position of block. So I need to trust that an opportune moment I will have and that things will show up, because the Ace of Wands is like, it's like the light bulb going on. Yeah? What's that 8 of Coins about? We've got the 3 of Coins. A situation involving third parties or even work. 3 of Pentacles in the recent past. Maybe you had some news that Maybe that gave you a bit of hope that you're at the initial point of success and that they are wanting to collaborate. But it's like going through, because there's detective work, and I'm wondering if there isn't an actual detective here doing their homework, spying on someone, because the Hermit can be a detective, of course. But yeah, it's like going through surgery, doing things in a surgical way. It's like doing the detective work, trying not to leave behind any fingerprints, any details, hiding information, locking passwords. All these things come up for me in the recent past. So let's take one more. And we've got the Eight of Cups, or someone preparing emotionally to check out, to move away. It can be moving towards another home, another place. This is all about, for me, it's very strategic indeed. But not wanting to leave any footprints. I don't know why I need to say that. And it's an uphill emotional battle recently and in the past. Let's look at this Strength card in the near future. We've got the Devil, you see. We've got the Devil, but do you see that the Devil, of course, is Saturn, right? It's Capricorn energy, and it's a lot of karma. It's a lot of karma, so someone's going to have to go, overcome any fears that they hold, that they are blocked, that they are imprisoned. You could see that the cage here is open. So it's like I'm putting myself in this situation, right? Because either I want to go by the rules, either I've got responsibilities, I don't know if I can manage this situation, or I'm working too hard, or I've still got a contract, or I can't afford a divorce, whatever it is. There's fear here. But remember also that when Saturn, when you've done the work, the door opens like magic. So we've got Leo, which is very playful, very risk-taking. A risk is necessary. Faith and trust in our own abilities, yes. But the devil could speak to timing as well. So I'm wondering if not on this full moon, getting out of these fears or having dealt with the karma, if not now, it could be on the new moon, possibly in the season of Leo. Let's take one more. And we've got Temperance, and this is divine timing. This is divine timing. Temperance is saying be patient. Some of you are dealing with a foreigner. So we do have, could be a physical distance. Sagittarius, right? Sag is the wisdom, seeing the bigger picture. But this is Temperance, which is saying be patient. You will go through healing. And all happens in divine timing. Let's look at that Three of Swords. We've got the Seven of Cups. A lot of clearing needs to happen. We've got Venus in Scorpio here. Venus in Scorpio, she takes on that dark color, right? She needs depth. Venus in Scorpio is intimate. She's intimate, but she needs to be totally intimate, physically, emotionally, and to connect. But remember that there could also be secrets, lots of secrets with the Seven of Cups. This could also be someone that goes overboard, has a bit extra to drink because love is too hard. Being open emotionally is too hard. Let's take one more. We've got the Nine of Coins. Another nine. Nine of Coins is Venus in Virgo. This is... it could be very difficult, connecting with your person on an emotional level. And I'm going to say also here, For some of you, there has been no, even if you're in another connection, there has been no intimacy I see here, because I see someone that's single and what they're doing is focusing more on their money, and they're either eating or they're drinking or they're whatever they're doing to escape a situation, because love hurts a lot here. But you know, the Nine of Pentacles is also it's a very positive card, because it does bring up the energy of, it's very similar to the Empress. She's got everything she needs, but she's in the Garden of Eden on her own. Now, she could just speak to being very independent. So I'm someone who works very hard for the money, or someone that needs to be independent financially. So therefore my emotional life, my sexual life suffers, right? And I use other things to help me escape the reality, which of course, and I fear being intimate as well, or there is no intimacy. So being intimate emotionally, Seven of Cups, right? So there's a lot of confusion and a lack of clarity. That's why there's heartbreak. Let's have a look at the your person here with the Six of Coins. We've got the Knight of Swords, difficult communications, also communications relative to being open to communication, open to details relative to legalities. And the Knight of Swords could also be a lot of, because we're not reading reversals, maybe there's frustration because there hasn't been good communication. Maybe there's been one-sided communication. But we've got the Nine of Cups, which I find wonderful. I do find that it's wonderful, because the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. We do have two wish fulfillments. So this could say that there's going to be change, that there will be more communication. Jupiter in Pisces, you need to believe, you need to trust that Jupiter in Pisces can bring you that dream. Let's see what else. And we've got the Ace of Swords, so clarity. And this is the ace that this queen holds. Ace of Swords is a card of victory. It's a card of clarity. It's a card of opportunities and standing in one's truth. So love that. Absolutely. Let's look at the Lovers. And we've got a King of Wands here. So we've got a couple of kings. We've got a King of Pentacles, a King of Wands, and a Queen of Swords. King of Wands, of course, could be Sagittarius, could be Leo, could be Aries. King of Wands chases what he desires. Of course, he's an entrepreneur. Of course, he's very fiery. King of Wands doesn't sit back. They are very active and proactive. They could be quite flirtatious. They could be being in doubling up on relationships as well. They could be someone that's quite popular, very flirtatious and open with their sexuality. Let's take one more. Oh my goodness. Wow. 3 kings now. 3 kings. So fire and air for me are usually the same, very similar. So we've got Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This is hot cold for me. This is hot cold. So you may be dealing with someone that's hot cold with you. Either that, or this is the desire to clear the air and have more of those conversations and being more open, or the talk that maybe your person is desiring is they're very passionate about your love connection, but also they're going through possible separation, divorce. They're being more open, more truthful if this is the same person, unless there's competition here. Yeah. Let's take the outcome, because we've got that Queen of Swords, and King and Queen of Swords, they are divorcees. We've got a Two of Swords, Moon in Libra. Difficult choices. But we've got the Ace of Cups, and you know what? The outcome says to me that at the end of the day, we go with our heart. This is the opportunity. We've got Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. So even though there may be dilemmas, and there are 3 swords, which are not easy, the Ace of Cups is an opportunity. First of all, I'm going to love myself and I'm going to give my heart what it desires. So maybe not sacrificing always for others, seeing things from a more logical standpoint, but also trusting in what the heart feels. Yeah, it is a full moon in Leo. Let's look at this King of Coins. What's going on with this King of Coins, which is the general energy? We've got the 5 of Swords, so there are third parties, there are battles, challenges. Venus in Aquarius. This could also be someone who's got how can I say it? They're conflictual, where their thought, their perception is concerned, whether they could be open with their heart or not. Because Venus in Aquarius, love comes through the mind, right? Through communication. But Venus in Aquarius also doesn't want to be boxed in. She wants to be free, right? And the 5 of Swords, also, I'm going to say that this could be someone that's very well spoken and they've got the gift of the gab and they can talk themselves out of any situation and win over a situation. So there's great intelligence. Yes, your King of Coins could have strong air, unless they feel like they're the third person. But we've got the World card, so they're coming to a culmination and an accomplishment, because the World card means I'm closing up a major life cycle. I'm going to manage the situation. It's the end of the Fool's journey for this King of Pentacles. Of course, it's not easy. And of course, there's long distance for some of you. Okay? And we've got the 7 of Coins, stuck energies, having invested in a certain relationship for so long. Look, we've got, for those of you that are single, those of you that are looking for love, we've got 3 aces, lots of opportunities here. As long as you're able to make a decision. Remember, Libra could be, back and forth. They also have trouble in making decisions. But we do have opportunities here, and the general energy is a King of Pentacles, which would be someone that's more stable, someone that's been through the experience of possibly fatherhood, or someone that takes their sweet old time. So you choose. It's your life, right? Let's see emotionally. Emotionally, what's going on relative to love? What's going on in the psyche? Now, we're going to look at your person, and then we'll look at you as well. So what could be happening for you? Let's look at your person first of all. Yeah, mask. So the guide, we've got Pisces, Virgo again here. And settling. They're looking for answers and they're needing time. They're drinking a lot. What can I say? It's not easy for them, and there could be a child involved here because of the teddy bear. Let's get a bit more on your person. I know that you want to know as much as you can. They're going through a shadow phase, and they're going through cycles. They've been through cycles, Saturnian challenges again and again, but there's a different cycle coming up this time, because there is a surprise, because maybe they've done that Saturnian work. Now, where they've been stuck in a rut, stuck in a merry-go-round, here comes Uranus and brings the awakening or the big change. What is that? And it's breaking down a third-party situation. And you could see the butterflies here. This is very Plutonian, which means they're going through an ending. And the admired is that there's a metamorphosis, like the butterfly that comes out of the chrysalis. Yeah? Let's go to your emotions. What's going on with you? We've got forgiveness. We've got conclusion and the key. And we've got the dark night of the soul. Remember what I said about being mirrored, going through a mirroring phase between you and your person. Yep. It's like you're working through an open wound here. Obviously, you've been going through your awakening. I would say that there's also a possibility that the person that you've been dealing with, maybe there's a bit of bad blood between the two of you. Maybe they've got some regrets. Maybe there could be you having some regrets, you looking for forgiveness from your person. But the key, is a resolve. It's a resolution. It could be working with that open wound and needing to go through healing. But of course, you could speak to another relationship here. Looks like you're in solitude, looking still for that resolve. Or we've got the observer here, and these two cards are very similar because it's like you're being looked at from someone's spying on you. Your person is looking at your social media, or you're doing that. I get Aquarius here, unless this is an ex that you're dealing with that is looking into your personal details, which could be a karmic partner, or you're preparing and doing your homework to find a way out of the cage. Yeah? And you're reinventing your life. And the reinvention could be a possible return. Hopefully it's not a karmic partner that's wanting to come back into your life. Right? Hopefully not. What's the reinvention about? Fear. It's like fear is holding you back. It's like you're wanting to get out of something, but fears are holding you back. Or you need to overcome fear. Remember the full moon in Leo? Remember the strength card, where we need to overcome any fears and go through a reinvention. We've got Venus, Mercury retrograding in March. As soon as Mars turns direct, Venus and Mercury are going to turn retrograde. So yes, reinventing and healing the inner child, I'm going to say. Healing the inner child for both of you. All right, let's take a little bit of Lenormand here. And just a moment. Let's continue. What's going on with this story here? Around that full moon in Leo, please, Spirit. Or whenever you view this message, it will be important for you. What's going on with this special person? Or what's going on in love, generally speaking? There's the mountain with its Saturnian energy, of course. The mountain sometimes does ask for strength, and it's a 21. We've got the lily, which does speak to a spiritual connection, someone wanting to do things by the book, wanting to keep the morality, do the right thing, but it's also a very strong sexual card. To me, it's like it's a blessed union. And we've got the anchor, which says to me that this relationship needs to come to fruition, but it's all about doing things by the book. There's great attraction, and it's like a relationship that's been blessed by the divine, by Mother Mary for me. Sometimes, the anchor can speak to needing to get grounded, or that this spiritual connection is blocked by another marriage, or it's just saying that this relationship is a spiritual connection. Yes, it is, even though there are lots of challenges, needing to close up a life cycle, there is a possibility of it becoming real. Let's take a bit more. We've got the clouds, which speaks to confusion, illusion, worry, but we've got the rider, which is an ace. It's like the magician for me. Right? Lots of communications, physical travel, long distance, new beginnings, and the book closes. The lessons learned. A story comes to an ending. The lessons have been learnt. There's the tact, there's a fox, which I spoke to before, that maybe there has been a little bit of, sneakiness and third parties and needing to be tactful and not, those little white fibs, or not sharing all of the truth. Yeah. There's the fox on the moon, which says someone has been very secretive about their personal and even family life, also connected to marriage. Yeah. And the cycles again and again. Let's hope that this is intelligence, right? That this full moon is going to bring intelligence that's going to change the cycles and, the repetitive cycles. And we have an outcome. Hey, what do you reckon? Let's take the emotions of your person. Let's see how they're feeling now. And no, I'm not ready yet. I wanted to also mention that I will take 3 little love oracles. This is the deck that I will be using for your personal mini love readings that we're doing through email. So to give you an idea of what a personal reading will be like. The little mini personal reading, which is at a very low cost. It's like at the cost of buying me a cup of coffee. So this is an opportunity that will go for a week only. So get in quickly, because that's going to stop, right? So let's see where your person is emotionally when you receive this message, obviously. Let's see what's going on with them. How are they? Lonely and weepy. Cherished. The cherish, I don't know. I mean, maybe this is not how they're feeling. Maybe this is how they're feeling about you. I don't know. But they're feeling lonely. What else? We've got love. Ace of Cups. Yep. There's guilt. And they're feeling overwhelmed as well. We've got passionate. It's interesting that aces are coming through, because many aces in the reading. Another ace. And we've got anger. So we've got a mixed bag of goodies here. Look, where there's been a lack of love, let's say, that may have turned into anger. Not being able to blow off some steam. You know what I mean? Release some steam, which is like the T-square of the full moon connecting with Uranus. Scorpio is opposite, and Scorpio is a sexual sign. Where there's been too much passion and the inability to release some of that pressure, then it's turned into anger. Love and anger, they are very similar emotions, right? And we've got a proposal, my friends. We've got a proposal. It's the Joker. There's a proposal that's going to come through. Now, I don't know in which order these cards are, but this is what we have. And we've also got Two of Swords and the Confusion, or Two of Wands. Take it as it resonates for you. Let's take the little love oracle and what's showing up around this full moon. Remember, this is a general reading and will not resonate for all of you. And thank you for connecting with me in the chat section. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, and your donations, as well as your purchases. It does help the channel. But we also do, and most of you know that we do a lot of free work here on YouTube. So if you consider joining us on Patreon, that will also help. Thank you very much in advance. What's going on in love? Let's go. We've got the Doctor. So it's the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Lots of changes. Right now we've got the Five of Wands, all fives, which speak to many changes. Yeah. And we've got the Star. Well, look, this is very promising, obviously. It is very promising, but it does speak to the near future. Right now there could be conflict. You could see that the masculine, they've got their hands in their pockets, they've done something to the divine feminine. They know that the feminine is not happy. And maybe there have been issues here, because the doctor can speak to illness, can speak to ill will or a lack of happiness. We do see 3 people here. This could be someone emotionally not being happy. This could be someone in misery. And the whip can also speak to someone going through legalities. 5 of Wands being in a family situation where they've got conflict, but the star promises freedom. Right? Let's continue. And the star is also the high priestess as well as the hermit. So we've got the rider, which says you need to collaborate. You need to be very, very careful around this full moon, because the rider with a horse to gallop over those blockages, let's say, I can't remember the word, they need to collaborate. So tact, be very careful how you communicate, how you collaborate or not with your person, because if you collaborate well, you get over the blockages, you overcome the challenges. Okay? Because this could be a dynamic success as long as both parties are wanting to work together. Yeah? So what else do we have? We've got an emperor that's in the reverse. They're not happy. I'm not reading reversals. So we've got the emperor, possibly for many of you, that is in the reverse, unhappy right now. And it's a 15, so the devil comes through. Now this is the emperor, of course, but all the kings as well. Hopefully. And I'm going to say, if there is a third party situation, I'm going to say that your emperor, your person, needs a little bit of, holding them up. They're quite weakened at this time. And that's probably because Mars is retrograde. So give them a little bit of time. They will become stronger. They will dig deep and find that inner strength to give you the security. And anything to do with worry clears up. It's the 7 of Cups, which will bring many opportunities. Many doors do open, but you need to believe. And of course, this could be someone that goes through a little bit of, drinking or to escape a difficult situation right now. And we do end up with the 20, which is judgment. And it's a moment of crisis, but also divine source help and resurrection. I want to take what the worry is here. Yep, choices, 2 keys, and it's the Magician. This Emperor is worrying that they may not have the ability to be the magician, to be your magician. But I love this card. The keys do speak to open wounds, and they could be deep-seated and connected to the family and this person's past. And we've got, it's like the tables turn, and those who were in the weaker position get the stronger position. So it's like the story flipping. Tables turn. So if you were in a weak position, now you've got the stronger position, and that goes for your person as well. And the 7 of Wands, which was it crowning the reading? I can't even remember where I saw the 7 of Wands. Anyway, we've got the fox that's all puffed out, the rooster, which will, protect its pen and its hands and its best interests, has got the higher ground. So I like that. So we're going to be called to action. We've got the upper hand, second opportunities, either you or your emperor. And we've got either a spiritual connection that's turning more physical or a physical connection that's turning more spiritual. And this was a major life lesson because it's a 21 and it's the World card. And Venus is she's going to be connecting. She's going to be connecting with the sun. She's going to go through a death process. She's going to be reborn as the morning star. So the our feminine yin side is turning more yang. And this speaks to abundance, this card, but also a spiritual enlightenment and awareness relative to the the mechanics or the quality of this relationship. It's an accomplishment, number 21. Yeah? Yes, and we're going to have that. We're going to have a new Venus star point, which will be happening in Aries, my dear friends. So if you've got any planets or angles around those, that first, second, third degree of Aries, it's going to be a very important moment, right? And we do talk about that on Patreon as well. So I've done a very deep analysis into the Venus retrograde, and I will be recording that today, and it will be up on Patreon, tier 3, if you're interested. So I will also, I think I'm going to put it on my website as well. On our website, for those of you that are not on Patreon and interested in what's going on with Venus and love, I might put it up there just for those that are interested in a one-off purchase. I might do that for you. So it's just giving more people the opportunity to learn about Venus. So I might do that. And once I do, I will also put the link beneath the video so you can go straight to that if you're interested in purchasing that. All right, so give me a couple of days to have it up for you, as Venus retrograde is ahead of us. So it's very important. We know Venus, the goddess of love and peace and tranquility and pleasures and fashion and creativity and money, finances, right? It's going to be a very interesting March ahead of us. Anyway, my dear friends, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your support and your love and your loyalty, especially to our patrons that have been with us for so long. Of course, our subscribers too that have been with us since the beginning. Thank you. And your comments always do help. So don't forget, you can order your mini love reading. This will last, I would say, up until the 20th of the month. So after Valentine's Day, 6 days, up to the 20th of the month, then we'll take it off the website, or just there won't be any opportunities until the next time that we open that opportunity. For those of you that are obviously not having it easy financially, and we know with the economy and how things are, it hasn't been easy. So this is an opportunity for most of you just to get a fair idea of what's going on for you and in that special person. Don't forget to email us if you purchase. Email us with your first names, and so that I could reference you. I don't need anything else, just your name and your person's name through email at divinedebut11@gmail.com. And our website, if you're interested, is divinedebut11.net. .net, not .com. Okay, divinedebut11.net. For those of you that have lost our website, because we changed our website this a while back, but some of you may have lost it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining us in the chat section. A special thank you for being with us and sharing your news. Love and light, everyone. Good luck. And just waiting on that full moon to finish. By the time you have this reading, it's already done. So talk to you soon. Stay well. Namaste.